Ethan Reed smiled as his attorneys opened a silver briefcase in the middle of Henry Collins's apartment courtyard. Neighborhood parents stopped talking. Children pulled their bicycles closer, and Lucy quietly stepped beside her grandfather. Ethan slid a contract across the workbench. "One signature," he said, "and I'll wire $50 million into any account you choose." Henry didn't even look at the document. Instead, he continued tightening the chain on a little girl's bicycle before handing it back with a smile. Only then did he remove his glasses and ask, "Do you know why your grandfather chose a mailman instead of a billionaire lawyer?" Ethan laughed. "Because he was old," Henry calmly replied. "Because lawyers protect clients. A mailman protects trust." Ethan's smile disappeared. He leaned closer and lowered his voice. "Listen carefully, old man. Tomorrow the probate hearing begins. If you refuse to sign, I'll convince the court you're mentally unfit. They'll remove you as trustee, and everything my grandfather built becomes mine." Lucy grabbed Henry's hand, frightened by the threat. Henry folded the contract in half and placed it back into Ethan's briefcase. "Tell the court I'll be there," he said quietly, "and bring every lie you have." Furious, Ethan climbed back into his SUV, but before leaving, he looked at Lucy and whispered, "Your grandpa is about to lose everything." The convoy disappeared into the Boston streets. That night, Henry unlocked the hidden compartment inside his wooden cabinet. Instead of cash or jewelry, it contained 12 sealed envelopes, each labeled with a different year. Lucy watched in amazement. "What are those?" Henry smiled sadly. "Promises." He explained that every year Sophia and Ethan's grandfather had written one confidential letter describing the kind of people his grandchildren were becoming. He knew money changes families, Henry said, so he left their future to character, not blood. Lucy asked the question Henry had feared for years. "Does Sophia know?" Henry shook his head. She never opened the letters. Across Boston, Sophia couldn't sleep. The memory of throwing Henry's envelope into the mud replayed over and over. She drove alone to the abandoned family mansion, where her grandfather's old study had remained untouched since his funeral. Hidden inside the desk drawer, she found a photograph of herself as a child sitting beside Henry in a post office, both of them laughing while sealing Christmas letters. On the back, her grandfather had written, "When everyone chases wealth, trust the man who still delivers hope." Tears filled Sophia's eyes. She realized Henry had never been a stranger. The next morning, the federal courthouse overflowed with reporters as Henry arrived carrying nothing except his worn leather mailbag. Cameras laughed at the sight of an old mailman walking toward a billion-dollar inheritance hearing, until the court clerk suddenly stood and announced, "All rise for Trustee Henry Collins."